someone to give us a beautiful recitation from the Quran to motivate us to have a good beginning. So we have two, inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ قال الله يا عيسى ابن مريم أأنت قلت للناس اتخذوني وأمي إلهين من دون الله قال سبحانك ما كنت لي أن أقول ما ليس لي بحق إن كنت قلته فقد علمته تعلم ما في نفسي ولا أعلم ما في نفسك إنك أنت علام الغيوب. ما قلت لهم إلا ما أمرتني به أن يعبدوا الله ربي وربكم وكنت عليهم شهيدا ما دمت فيهم فلما توفيتني كنت أنت الرقيب عليهم وأنت على كل شيء شهيد. إن تعذبهم فإنهم عبادك وإن تغفر لهم فإنك أنت العزيز الحكيم. قال الله هذا يوم ينفع الصادقين صدقهم لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه ذلك الفوز العظيم. لله ملك السماوات والأرض وما فيهن وهو على كل شيء قدير. ونحن على ذلك من الشهيدين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا. والسلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت والسلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت ويوم أبعث حيا. ذلك عيسى بن مريم قول الحق الذي فيه يمترون. ما كان لله أن يتخذ من ولد سبحانه إذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون. صدق الله العظيم.
I want to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us clarity of thoughts, so that whatever comes out from my mind will make a lot of sense in your mind too. I also want to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the stability in our hearts, so that whatever comes out from my heart will also find a safe place in your heart. Finally, I want to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the ability to concentrate from the beginning of this talk till the end. Because one thing, my dear sons, that makes a difference in people is their level of concentration. Those who are able to concentrate when they are doing whatever they do, the results are always good. Those who are not able to concentrate to the expected level, the results will never be good. Because in life, you are either a meaningful specific, you know exactly what you want, or you are wandering generality, you are following the wind and the currencies of the moment. So today, if Allah will give us tawfiq, and I believe He will, because that is our intention, al-amalu biniyat is the law of intentionality. Everything happening to you is because of the intention you declare in your heart, and the heart most of the time is more important than the mind, because the intelligence of the heart is more permanent than the intelligence of the mind. You can easily change your mind, but it becomes very difficult to change your feelings. Thoughts can be changed every time, but feelings take time to be changed. And that's why we must always be guided by our hearts, not our mind. But as the hearts are guiding us, we must also carry the mind with us. Because when the feeling is good, the thinking becomes good, and the actions becomes also good. My dear boys, it is an honor, a great honor, to be a student. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there are two people who are so much beloved to Him. Two people who are so much beloved to Him. One of those people is somebody who's learning. Unfortunately, learning is continuous. You will never stop learning in life. You learn in school, but then you will also learn after school, and you will also learn when you are old. You will only stop learning when you die. The learning is from the womb to the tomb, from the darkness of the womb of the mother to the darkness of the womb of the grave. It is always learning. There are two types of learning. You either learn what you want voluntarily, or life will teach you what you don't want by force. So it's always good for someone to make their minds to select what they want to learn. Either you are learning, growing to become a medical doctor, you are learning, growing to become a scholar, mufti, you are learning to grow to become a teacher. You have to choose what to learn. Because if you don't choose, life will choose for you. And when life chooses for you what you should learn, you learn in a very painful way. But when you choose to learn yourself, learning becomes fun, because that is what you like, that is what you love. And when you love what you do, and you do what you love, doing it becomes easy and interesting and fruitful. Another group of people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves so much are those people who study and then teach others. Those who will read Quran, study Quran, understand it, and then teach others. Doesn't necessarily mean Quran alone. It means anything you learn that is good, and then you teach other people. So teachers are loved so much by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because by definitions, they are the ones now, since there are no more prophets, they are the ones doing the work of Allah, because they are passing information, they are passing knowledge. So you choose, either you learn or you teach in the process. Unfortunately, again, they say, when you learn by hearing only, that means you're only using your ears to learn. You only learn 20% of what you're learning. But if you combine the ear, the hearing, plus the seeing, the eyes, you learn 50% of what you're learning. If you combine the hearing, the seeing, and then the writing, you learn 90% of what you are learning. When you combine the hearing, the seeing, the writing, and then the talking, you teach other people, then you learn 100% and more in whatever you are learning. So the process of learning is quite clear. You can't learn, you will never learn. Can you write down the word process? You cannot learn unless you respect the process of learning. You cannot learn very well until you respect the process of learning. And what is the process of learning? P, you must always be positive with yourself. Perceptions are very crucial when it comes to learning. If you don't see yourself as a person who is able to learn, learning becomes very difficult. If you're not able to see yourself as someone who is interested in learning, learning becomes very difficult. So the perception, the way you see yourself in relation to learning, determines how well you learn. The day you start looking at yourself as somebody who has the ability to learn, has the interest to learn, has the time to learn, then learning becomes easy. But learning becomes hard if you start imagining that you're a fool, you can't learn, you don't have the ability, you don't have the interest, and you don't have the time. Then it becomes very difficult. So process is about perception, being positive. Being positive. No matter where you are at the moment, whether you're at a C, a D, you must always have that belief that becoming is better than being. Where I am now is not where I am supposed to be. They call that growth mindset, that you are someone who is always believing that they can become better, better and better. Say good. Say good. Good. Better. Good. Better. Best. I will never rest until I make my good better and my better best. I don't want to be the least. I was born to be the first. I must beat the rest because I am the best. I want you to tell yourself 10 times that you are the best. 1, 2, 3, start. I am the best. 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 I'm 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 the best. So that means in your mind, you are looking at yourself as someone who is great, not someone who is small. You're looking in your mind as someone who has the ability, who has the interest, and who has the time to learn. One thing that I have come to appreciate is every human being has the ability to learn. The difference in learning is the level of interest in the learning. But everybody who is born normal, even those who are abnormal, they have their own ways of learning. But every human being is able to learn. There is nobody who is not able to learn. So all of us, including me and our teachers and the cameraman, all of us have abilities to learn. Don't allow yourself to reach a point where you think you cannot learn. Everybody has the ability to learn. The only difference between people is the level of their interest in learning. And for you to learn very, very well, and for you to learn and pass your exam very well, is to understand why you are learning. The day I appreciated that education is important in my life, the day I appreciated that knowledge is crucial in my life, the day I appreciated that I either learn or I won't be able to become the person I want to become, from that day learning was very easy. Because now I knew the reason why I was learning. And even you now, if you convince yourself that, look, I have no choice but to learn. I have no choice but to pass my exam. I have no choice but to become the person I was born to be. Because there was nobody, and there is nobody who was born to come to this world for no reason. Every one of us is here for a specific, special reason. Some of us, we are here to become doctors, treat the sick. Some of us, we are here to become teachers, teach the young children. Everybody is born for a reason. Everybody is born for a reason. And the day you discover the reason why you are born, everything becomes easy for you. Because the purpose of living is living a purposeful life. The meaning of life is living a meaningful life. The day you discover your talent and then you train on that talent, you become a genius. Because now you have discovered the kind of a person you are. The bird knows it was created to fly. That's why the bird flies. The fish knows it was created to swim. That's why the fish will only survive in the water. The monkey knows it was created to climb the trees. That's why it climbs the trees very well. If you take the monkey to the ocean, it will die. And you and me, we were born for a special reason. The day you sit down and discover that reason, then everything becomes easy for you. So take care of your perception. Because it is this organ that is in our skulls that determines who we become in our life. There are some people who are very short like me, but they think very tall. Because their mind tells them that they are taller than what people can see. It's not about being tall physically, it's also about being tall mentally. Your attitude plus your aptitude will always take you to your altitude. You become as far, you can go as far as your mind can think. And when you reach there, you can create another trail and go even further. So always practice positive psychology. That means never allow yourself to believe that you can't do what others can do, particularly in the field of education. Process R is about the relationship. Very important. You see, when you remove a tree from the ground, give it few hours and the tree dies. Uproot the tree from the soil. Give it few hours, that tree will die. Because the tree needs the nutrition of the soil to survive. And you and me, if we keep a distance between us and our Creator, we die. Though we still walk, but we're dead. Because we are not declared dead until our minds stop functioning. We are not declared dead until our hearts stop beating. The body has no role in being declared whether you're alive or you are dead. So sometimes you can die even if you're still walking. How do you die and you're still walking? You die if you stop learning, if you stop reading, if your mind is not growing, and if your heart has no strong relationship, powerful relationship with the Creator. That relationship is really crucial. If you want to succeed and you have never woken up at night to ask Allah for help so that you can succeed, you don't want to succeed. People who want to succeed in anything they do, they understand very well they cannot do it alone. They need a power that is superior than them. So what do? They wake up in the middle of the night, in the last part of the night, and they ask Allah for help. Because Allah loves when we ask for help from Him. You agree with me? Yes. فَدُعُونِي أَسْتَجِبْ لَكُمْ. When you pray to me, I will answer your prayers. So if mathematics is hard for you, chemistry is giving you a hard time, biology is stressing you, What is the solution? The solution is to improve your relationship with Allah and then ask Allah, this subject is very important for me because my dream is to become an engineer and I cannot be an engineer without physics. Allah, that's my dream. Help me achieve my dream. My dream is to become a medical doctor, Allah, and I need biology to be a doctor. Help me. My dream is to become a lawyer. I need the language and history. Help me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's very important for us to establish that relationship. Another crucial relationship is the relationship between you and your parents. Because the success of every parent is not because they are successful. The success of parents is determined by how their children become successful. So if you don't become successful as a child, it simply means you have embarrassed your parents, whether they're alive or they are dead. When you decide to fail in your life, it means you don't love your parents. If you start misbehaving in your life, it means you disregard the pain your mother went through for you to be born. So you must always remember, at the end of the day, that relationship is very crucial. Another very important, because your parents give you survival, but there are people who give you development, and those are the teachers. The day you stop respecting the person who is developing your mind, that's the time the mind stops developing. So the relationship with Allah, then the relationship with the parent, then the relationship with the teacher. And finally is the relationship with your own self. That is to say, you coordinate your mind, your IQ, your heart, your EQ, and your body, your PQ. When this triangle is well coordinated, you will have a very high level of discipline. You will do what you have to do, even if it is hard to do it, but because that's the only thing you need to do to succeed, you will always do it. My dear boys, process O is about objectivity. You understanding the objectivity and the purpose of why you have to struggle today, because tomorrow has to be better than yesterday. It is really painful, very painful, that when you are growing up as a child, it was very difficult with your dad, because your dad could not offer you much. He wasn't doing well economically. Now that's not your problem. That's the problem of the family. That's the problem of the father. But when you grow up to be a father, and then you too decide not to be able to provide the best for your children, now that's your piece of bread. You cannot take responsibility for the family you are born in. You never chose to be born in that family. But you will take 100% responsibility for the family you will establish. You will never take responsibility for your past. But the future belongs to those who work hard today. So if you don't care about the future and you start wasting yourself today, the future will also waste yourself. So it's very important to understand that. Yesterday, that is history. It's not your problem. But tomorrow is 100% your problem. Some of our fathers never went to school. They never got educated. But you are in school. You're getting educated. What is it that will stop you from becoming the best version of yourself? What is it that is stopping you from passing your exam? What is it? You can see what your father is going through. Whether it's going through tough time or it's going through easy time, you learn from both. If your father is going through tough time, you learn that the only way your father can have a relief is by you working hard, so that tomorrow you can provide the best to your dad. And your father is having an easy time, you have to work hard so that you don't lose that easy time. Because if you don't work hard, the moment that father goes, you lose that easy time. So there are two pathways of understanding how to create your future. You look at how your parents are doing, and you say, my parents are not doing well. I am from a single parent. It's only my mother who is struggling. I am even an orphan. My father is not even working, has no stable income. therefore I am going to work very hard to make sure when I grow up, I will have a stable income. Or you look at your father, he is working so hard, he has established so many businesses, he has so much properties, now he wants you to work hard so that you can take care of that estate. So there is no excuse for someone not to do well. Whether you are from a rich family, whether you are from a poor family, there is no reason why you should not work very hard. And you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what? If you work hard when you are young, when you are old, things become easy. But if you waste your time when you are young, when you grow old, things become tough. It's about process. Learning is a process. Of C is commitment, deciding that from today, not tomorrow, today, from now, you tell yourself, enough is enough. I've played enough. It's for me now to awaken the sleeping giant in me, the best version of me. Work hard so that tomorrow becomes greater than yesterday. But if you procrastinate, telling yourself you're going to start working hard tomorrow, that tomorrow will not come. And before you realize, you are in Form 1, you have wasted your time. You are in Form 2, you have wasted your time. You are in Form 3, you have wasted your time. Now Form 4 becomes very hard for you. After all, KCSE is not about Form 4. It begins from Form 1. You want an A, an easy A in KCSE? Start being serious from Form 1. It'll be easy. But if you waste the Form 1, you waste the Form 2, you waste the Form 3, by the time you are in Form 4, you get totally confused because there will be a lot for you to cover and the time is not there. So preparation is key when it comes to doing well in school and even in life. Repeat this after me. Say prior, preparation prevents you from poor performance. When you fail to plan, you have planned to fail. When you fail to prepare, you have prepared to fail. Very important. All of us, even when you're playing football, there must be a goal for you to work hard and score. Minus goalpost is not called football anymore. It is football because there are goalposts that people have to score. And life is like a football. We all have different numbers and we're all playing that game. But the difference is some of us will score and some of us will not score. And ultimately, instead of celebrating your life, you regret your life. Instead of growing up becoming an asset, you grow up becoming a liability. It's a process. It's about commitment. Giving the best of you into your studies. Because you know what? The common denominator of success in life is the 4 years of high school. What determines whether you succeed or you fail in life is how you spend your 4 years of high school. You play with your 4 years of high school, life plays with you. You are serious with the 4 years of high school, life becomes serious with you. Process is about encouraging yourself every day, no matter how hard, no matter how difficult, no matter how complicated. At the end of the day, you must make it. You must make it. No matter how hard, no matter how difficult, no matter how complicated, you must make it. Nothing is bigger, greater than a human being. Whatever is there, whichever subject, at the end of the mind, at the end of the day, if you make up your mind to do well in that subject, you will do well. There is one thing that is so crucial with humanity. When a human being reaches a point where what he does is a matter of life and death, they will do it very well. If your studies is about life and death, you either make it or you won't be happy in life. Then you will make it. But if you take it very easy, they say when you take things casually, you become a casualty.
It's not good to be an ordinary person. It's not. It's not interesting. It's not interesting to be a small person in this world. It's not. It's not interesting. That's why the Prophet ﷺ, every morning he will pray against being poor and against being lazy. Always, always. That was a very common prayer of Rasulullah ﷺ. Sallu ala Nabi. He will always pray to Allah to elevate him from poverty and to bless him away from laziness. Because these are two destroyers of human life. When you are lazy and when you accept to be poor. Because poverty is in our head. It's here. It's here. When you change the way you think, everything about you will change. But when you are that person who is always comfortable, you know, you become an okay person. Whether you're getting a D, it's okay. Whether it's getting a C, it's okay. Okay? There are people who cry when they get D's because that's not them. You can't be a handsome boy and then you get a D. That's being stupid. You can't. You can't. You look at the grade you're getting and your face and they don't match. What kind of a person are you? What kind of a person are you? You are getting a D and then you are busy smiling. Even your face doesn't look like a D, but it's getting a D. No, it doesn't work that way. You must lift up yourself from whichever level you are in, and you say enough is enough. After all, I am in a boarding school. I have 24 hours to read and improve myself. It is really a disaster when someone who is in a boarding school is getting same grades with someone who is out there in a day school. It's really a disaster. Because that one out there in a day school has so much distraction. But you are in a boarding school, that means you should be able to concentrate and get better grades. It's a process. A process of what? Establishing and obeying system. In another word, you have to be disciplined. No success minus discipline. No success without discipline. And that's why our religion, the fundamentals of our religion is about discipline. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a university for us every year. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون, so that you learn how to control yourself, you learn how to be disciplined, you learn how to say no, you learn how to deny yourself, you learn to keep off everything that's not good for yourself. We are being trained every year. From the time you started fasting, you can imagine how many years you've gone to that university, where you're being taught there is food here, no one is seeing you, but you still don't eat. How come when you're in class, you make noise when the teacher is not there? How come when you're in class, you don't concentrate in your studies, even if nobody is watching you? It's mentality, the attitude, the way you think about yourself, and how much preference you give to your study. Process about you establishing good strategies. Good strategies. My dear boys, the difference between people is that some people live aimfully and some people live aimlessly. Kuna watu wanaishi kwa malengo na kuna wengine wanaishi tu kiholela. Hasa kuishi vema ni kuishi kwa malengo, kujua ni njia gani utapita kufikia destination yako. They say I plus A gives you D. Your intention plus your action will give you the destination. Then another I plus P will always give you strength. What is this? Is inspiration plus perspiration. Give you a lot of strength and you become very, very strong. My dear boys, tonight or this evening, I want you to understand that the pain of studying is only temporary. But the pain of not knowing, that is ignorance, is forever. These 4 years, and some of you have only 1 year, some of you have only 2 years, and some of you have only 3 years. These few years, if you allow yourself to do what is hard, because of course nobody said studying is easy. That's why not everybody is educated in life. Studying is not easy, but it is possible. Now, if you are willing to go through the pain of learning, the pleasure of living becomes obvious for you. But if you are always after pleasure, fun, then the pain of living is waiting for you. So you rather suffer for only of your life, rather than enjoying for 4 years because you don't have employment, you don't have education, you don't have income. You're just there. Tegea tu. But when you know you're a doctor, you are sure, very sure of your life. When you become a teacher, you are sure of your life. When you become an engineer, you are sure of your life. When you become a pilot, you are sure of your life. It's not gambling. No, it's not gambling. But when you fail in Form 4 and you go out there and you're gambling, you don't know how the day will be. That's when things become really regretful. So I'm repeating this because it's very important. The pain of studying is only temporary. But the pain of not knowing, that is being ignorant, is forever. I cannot stop my Creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving me the wisdom to study up to the level I have reached. I can't stop saying, Alhamdulillah, Ya Rabbi, you did a great favor to me. Because all the people I know who are in school with me and they were not serious, today they wait for me. If I get into a hotel or I'm parking my car at the street in Malindi, Maalim Mia the father, Maalim mwanangu hajalipa fee school, Maalim mke wangu kwa hospitali, Maalim. You even feel now you should put tint in your car so that people cannot know whether you are the one driving or it's somebody else who's driving. And then I ask myself, but these people we were in school together, some of them we sat on the same desk. What was the difference? What was the difference? Can you ask yourself that question? What was the difference? How come that today we're not the same? هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون? They will never be the same. Those who are educated and those who are not educated. And I didn't say that. Who said that? Who said it? Who said it? So when something is said by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has yaqeen in it, is truthful, perfect. So if you joke with learning today, you pay the price tomorrow. My dear boys, remember, the seeking of knowledge is obligatory, is farad. And Shaykh Ahmad will tell you, because he's more knowledgeable in Islam than me, that when something is farad according to Usul al-Fiqh, if you don't do it, you're committing sins. That's the meaning of farad. It is something that you have no choice, you must do it. So when a Muslim is studying, is getting thawab. And when they don't study, they are committing sins. Because it is a hadith. In Tirmidhi, hadith number 74. Says, the seeking of knowledge is obligatory for every Muslim. So when you are here studying, you are in an act of ibadah. Here, when you're studying, you are in an act of ibadah. You are responding to the first 5 verses that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Can we recite those 5 verses from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? 1, 2, 3, start. Ba'da billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Iqra bismi rabbikal ladhi khalaq. Khalaqal insana min 'alaq. Iqra wa rabbukal akramul ladhi 'allama bil qalam. 'Allama al insana ma lam ya'lam. Now again, ask Ustad will tell you. When you say Iqra, it means fi'lul amr. In English we say commanding verb. Where does the commanding verb comes from? From someone who is superior that you cannot say no to. And when Allah is telling us through our Prophet that read Iqra, it means we have no choice but to read. And when you look at education from that perspective, reading becomes fun for you. Because by reading, you are pleasing your Creator. And when you please your Creator, you'll be on the list of those who are loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the interest of time, Al-Hasan al-Basri, rahimahullah, said, whoever learns something in the name of Allah, seeking that which is with him, he will win. And whoever learns something for other than Allah, he will not reach the goal, nor will his acquired knowledge bring him closer to Allah. So one thing you need to understand, you are studying to become a doctor today because of Allah. You are studying to become a teacher today because of Allah. You are studying to become a pilot today because of Allah. Life is about service. It's ibadah. That's why Islam is not only a religion, it's a way of life. Again, my dear boys, remember, it is a great thing to be a student. Can you write the word student down? It's a great thing to be a student. A great thing. People who never had an opportunity to be students, they feel very regretful when they grow up. Because this stage is so exciting. It's one part of life that is very, very interesting, because it is a moment when you are recreating. Allah created you, now you are recreating yourself. And there is a lot of beauty in recreating yourself. Allah created you as a baby, a small baby, but you have decided you will study and one day you become a doctor. Allah created you as a small baby, but you've decided you will study hard and one day you will run, you will fly an aeroplane. So a student, yes, for you to be a great student, you must learn to sacrifice. Sacrifice your today for your better tomorrow. Student, sacrifice. You sacrifice your today for your better tomorrow. It is what you do today that will determine how tomorrow will be. Do what's good today and tomorrow becomes good. Student, sacrifice. T, time consciousness. You understand that you're not going to be a small boy forever. You're not going to depend on your parents forever. Today you are someone's son, tomorrow you'll be someone's father. So as you enjoy the privilege of being a son of somebody, you should know that one day you will also have to provide for someone who will call you a dad. Now if you're not preparing for that responsibility, you become a dad, half dad, because you won't be able to give the best to your children. A student, you, is someone who is not satisfied. They are always unleashing their hidden potential. They always believe they are better than who they are. They are better. If they're getting a C, they believe they can get a B. If they're getting a B, they believe they can get an A. They believe in themselves. They're unleashing. They know inside them they have the power to change their lives. And that's being a student. Being a student means you are so determined to succeed in life. Because the 4 years of high school, we just go, we'll fly very fast. But the 8 years of life will take time. What I discovered recently is you spend very little time of your life being a young person. But you spend a lot of time being called an old man. According to the United Nations definition of a youth is someone who is between the age of 15 to 35. After 35, you are an old man. Now, if you are to live up to 80 years, 35 up to 80, how many years are those? 50 years. Now, imagine living 50 years as an old person who has no direction. No direction at all. Because when you were young, you never considered that one day you will be someone who is providing. Today you have a mother, tomorrow you'll have a wife. And that wife will need to be taken care of. Today you have a father, tomorrow you'll have a son or a daughter. Now what are you doing today to make sure that tomorrow you can hold those responsibilities? You can take care of those responsibilities. A student is someone, who is always engaging with knowledge, exploring different avenues to make learning easy and interesting. A student is someone who never gives up in the struggle of knowledge. A student is someone who has discovered their talent and they are busy developing it for better future. It is really a tragedy when Allah gave you the brain of getting an A and you are busy enjoying a C. Stupid, man. Stupid. Shenzi wewe. Allah gave you a brain of getting an A and you're okay getting a C. Kullukum ra' wa kullukum mas'ul an ra'iyati. Allah will question you one day. I gave you a perfect brain, very high IQ. You wasted it. Instead of getting an A, you are comfortable being called a dog because you got a D. You know what I always say? You get an A, you are alive. You get a B, you are breathing. You get a C, you are critical sick. You get a D, you are dead. And you get E, my friend, you shouldn't be in this world. You should be extincted completely. How can a whole grown-up boy like you, look at yourself, can you look at your neighbor? How can that person get a D? Look at that person. Look at the person sitting next to you. Look at the person sitting next to you, my friend. Look at them. Look at them. Do you believe that they cannot get A's? Do you believe that? Do you believe that this person who's sitting next to you can fail? Do you believe that? No. These people are healthy, looking very handsome. Go ahead. Look at your friend. Left and right. Don't you think they have what it takes to succeed? The guy who's wearing Adidas jacket is called a jacket. Look at the person sitting next to you. The other one from Ummul-Quraa, junior. Yeah. Does he look like somebody who can get a C? No. Where is Bavai? Where is Khaldun? My friend, look at that guy from Kwajiwa. Look at him, that one, that Sharif guy. Is he someone who can get E? No, it's not possible. It's not possible. Okay? We are all capable of getting the best results out of ourselves. A student. So remember, at the end of the day, what are we talking about? We're saying students learn what they need for their future profession. We are here, it's like an industry. We are preparing ourselves. The end product is for you to become the best version of yourself. It's beautiful. I feel so good. So good. Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I say, wow, Mujahid, you did well. Man, you did well. You did very well. Time comes when you feel, woo, yes. Man, I've done it. Yes. I've done it. And you tell the whole world, the whole world, and the whole world can see, yes, you've done it. Now that only comes if you do very well in school. Sometimes you walk and you feel like everybody's looking at you. Man, how did you make it? How? When every young person is crazy out there, how did you make it? Say, yes, I am a doctor today. Yes, I am. I'm an engineer today. Yes, I am a pilot too. Today. Can you do it? Say, yes, we can. Can you do it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. Now I want you to say, yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I must. Can you do it? Yes. You say, yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I must. Can you do it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Very important. Because it's up to you. If you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can't. This is what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. And he said, whoever travels a path in search of knowledge, this is not me saying, this is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He says, whoever travels a path in search of knowledge, Allah will make it easy for him, the path of paradise. It's beautiful, isn't it? Easy as that. Just get busy studying, just get busy reading, then you go to paradise. Simple as that. Because in paradise, there will be no illiterate people. Illiterate people will not find their way to paradise. You have to know in order to grow. And if you don't grow, you'll have nothing to show. And if you have nothing to show, you go so low because you don't know and you'll never grow. It's like that. So he says again, this is what he says. Verily, the angels lower their wings for the seekers of knowledge. The inhabitants of heavens and earth, even the fish in the depth of the water, seek forgiveness for those who are scholars, for those who are studying, for those who are seeking knowledge. The virtue of the scholar over the worshipper is like the superiority of the moon over the stars. The scholars are the inheritors of the prophets. They do not leave behind gold, silver coins, but rather they leave behind knowledge. Whoever has taken hold of it has given it abundant share. Abu Dawood, reported by Abu Dawood. Do you accept that? Yes. Do you accept that? Yes. Yeah, because it's not me who said it. It's Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So get busy. Get busy. The privileges of being a learned person are higher than the misfortune of the person who is not learned. So get busy learning. Get busy learning. They say study hard, do good, and the good life will follow. As simple as that. Study hard, do good, and the good life will follow. Education makes you a global citizen. I have a class with Global University in the US. I teach every Friday night from 8:30 to 10:30. I teach the whole world. I have students from every country in that unit. Now you can imagine, if I was stupid, do you think they will allow me to do it? Do you think they will? No. The reason why they can listen is because they know. And that's why you have to be very careful, my boy. It's not about Kenya alone. When you are learned, you are a citizen of the world. You can go anywhere and you will live well. Those who are not learned are the ones who will die here in Kenya with Ruto. But if you are educated, you can go somewhere else. You do hijrah, isn't it? Allah has made the earth vast. You can move, but you've got to be knowledgeable. Some people are so rich, but they have no money in the bank. Everything they have is in their brain. Seriously. Everything they have is in their brain. Therefore, they don't go bankrupt. The only way they can go bankrupt is when they die. But they are rich every time. Even when the economy is not good, they're still rich because they got something in their head. That they don't sell gold, they don't sell silver, but they have one resource they can sell and make a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of money. I built this school by giving classes for 5 years with the United States of American Embassy to the entire world. And the money I got from those classes is the money that built this small school. Is it a small school? No, it's not. It's not even one, it's 4 of them. Ummul-Quraa boys, senior school. Ummul-Quraa girls, senior school. Ummul-Quraa junior school, Malindi. Ummul-Quraa junior school, Nairobi. My father was not a millionaire. He didn't leave any company to me. But I'm glad God guided me. I read, my friend. When I started nursery school, I never stopped until I got my master's degree, far away. But when I came back, my mother could not recognize me because I lived in Nigeria for 7 good years without coming home. When I came, I had a lot of beard. I had grown up. You know what I mean? Yes. But today I'm so happy because life is so easy for me. So easy. Come talk to you, go sleep. Isn't that easy? I don't have to go vuta juya. No, I don't have to do that. I don't have to go kwa mjengo kubeba my blocks. I don't do that. I don't sell tomatoes at the market. I don't. What do? I trade with knowledge. Trade with knowledge. Yesterday I was at Sheikh Khalifa. Do you know what I was doing? The principal was worried that the boys were not eating because they were busy reading. Everybody wants a name. So he wanted me to convince them, look, you have to eat, my friend, you can die. And here we are telling you to read, you just want to eat. Seriously. I spent 2 hours talking to them. Look, my friend, go slow, go slow, go slow. Study without play can kill you. Eat also. The girls are worse. They are developing ulcers because they want to beat the boys. The girls in Sheikh Khalifa are reading, they are eating only once a day. They think queuing at the dining hall is wasting their time. Now we have Papa Fukuzwe, shenzi wewe. My friend, wake up! Wake up! Nasikia body, you wake up, my friend. You wake up. My dear boys, remember, in Islam, it is not just your right, but your responsibility to get education. In Islam, it is not just your right, it is your responsibility to get education. Islam is not a religion of stupidity. It's a religion based on knowledge, information, and education. Minus that, you're not a Muslim. At the end of the day, my dear boys, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Can you read that together? 1, 2, 3, start. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, Again? Yes. Just establish that belief system in your mind. That you are more than what you can see. Again, the most complete gift of God is a life based on knowledge. This was said, I think, by Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu. Hazrat Ali. Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu is quoted, but to say the most complete gift of God to us is a life based on knowledge. For you to say thank you to Allah for giving you life is to become a knowledgeable person, and then Allah will be very proud of you. In the interest of time, the man who does not read books has no advantage over the one who cannot read them. There's no difference between the two. So you must learn and then read and then become better. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. Can you read that together? If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. So get determined. Get determined. Don't allow anything to come between you and your dream in life. Be the best you can be. You start, then it becomes fair, then it becomes good, it becomes very good, becomes excellent, and finally you become a successful student. So don't sit back there complaining, moaning and groaning. Always make sure you start, and today is the day for us to start at a very high level point. It will be fair, it will be good, very good, excellent, and then success. So no matter how slow, but don't stop moving. Keep moving, keep moving. Be like a river, and finally you'll meet your sea. Be like a river. Leave the philosophy of the fish. It doesn't swim backward. It is always swimming. Hata kama kuna nyavu mbele, samaki ataingia kwenye nyavu. Doesn't care. But it cannot reverse. Face it. It is mathematics, it is chemistry, it is English. Man, face it. Just do it. And it becomes easy. When you do what you do, it becomes repetition, repetition, repetition. And that's why they say the secret of success is observation, imitation, repetition, habituation, and finally you play football every day, you become Messi, isn't it? Ronaldo, isn't it? Yeah. And you read chemistry every day, you become Mr. Every day you become Mr. Ismail. You read English every day, you become Mr. Fuad. Yeah. It's like that. You just have to do it. Do it every day. And finally you become the best you can be. Remember, the beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. Hakuna mwivi wa kuiba masomo. Hakuna. Ushaona mwivi ameiba masomo? Hata akiingia haendi library kuiba vitabu. Anaiba, hata msikitini haendi misahafu aiba viatu tu. Haendi misahafu. So you have to make sure at the end of the day you get the best for yourself and for your life. Imam Ali radiallahu anhu is reported to have said, everything diminishes when it is used except knowledge. Everything diminishes when it is used except knowledge. It doesn't. It becomes more and more. Again, be a good student. Arise and shine forth in your school with hard work, honesty, and integrity. Can you repeat that together? Be a good student. Arise and shine forth in your school with hard work, honesty, and integrity. Yes, be the best you can be, because you are the best. You are the best. Remember, at the end of the day, the qualities of a great student. Qualities of a great student. Number one, a good student is capable of critical thinking. They think before they leap. They always ask themselves, is what I am doing today going to make me the person I want to be tomorrow? إذا أردت أن تفعل أمرا فتدبر عاقبته فإن كان خيرا فامضه وإن كان شرا فانتهي. Number two, good students can grow from their experience. Good students, okay, they prepare for test and exam. Good students, they are responsible for their education. Good students perform well in their group discussion and group projects. Good students are optimistic frame, they have optimistic frame of mind. Good students take an active role in class. Good students have effective time management. They know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. My dear boys, they say, al-ilmu yu'ta wa la yu'ti. Knowledge does not come, but you have to go for it. And that's why we're here. That's why you're here. For knowledge, you have to go search for it. Doesn't come home. No, go for it. Again, my dear boys, remember, education is the anchor that holds life together through choppy waters. When things are hard, the only thing that saves you is knowledge. Everything can run away from you, but your knowledge will always stick with you. Even in your grave, it will stay with you. Remember, these are quotes of education in Islam. What do they say? They say, seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. Min al-mahad ila al-lahad. It says also, acquire knowledge and impart it to other people. When you see a friend who is not good in mathematics, help them. When you see a friend who is not good in biology, help them. They say knowledge is the lost property of a believer, so wherever he finds it, he should take it. The ink of the scholar is more sacred than the blood of a martyr. Knowledge is more important than even the jihad. The best jihad is the jihad of seeking knowledge. The jihad in nafs, that one of changing yourself, purify yourself, remove all the toxics in your mind and in your heart and your body. Finally you become pure, clean. Again, remember, at the end of the day, write your own story with passion and determination. Success will find its way to you. Hivyo ndivyo alisema mzee Ali Hassan Mwinyi, anasema maisha ni historia tu. Maisha ni historia. Kila mtu anaandika historia yake, lakini kuwa mwangalifu unapoandika historia yake, kwa sababu watoto wako siku moja wataisoma hiyo historia. You can imagine one day your son asking you, Dad, I'm sorry but I need to ask you this question, Dad, what did you get in marks when you were in school? Dad, I'm sorry but I have to ask you this question. What grade did you get in form 4? Wajua wakati wetu kwa tofauti, wajua. Alianguka. Dad ulifanya kumbe. Sasa nisumbua mimi na mimi photocopy yako. Sasa why did something? It's bad, my friends. Work hard. What you do in school doesn't end in school. It goes with you in life. You are busy in bed with your wife and then she remembers she has to ask you something before the match starts. Kabla tuanze mchezo huu, basi nataka kukuuliza kwanza wewe, high school upata grade gani? Ati nini? D. Hakuna. Wajua kila D utazadi. Alafu wanyimwa rafiki yako. Sasa naogopa. Akiingiza D atatoa. Kuna jamaa alikataliwa kwenye posa kwa sababu alipata E ya biology. Msichana anasema haiwezekani. E biology. Nenda kwa mpango wa madaktari. Alafu baba mpata E. Hakuna. Sorry. Go away. Now you lose the love of your life because you did not do well in school. Where I studied in Nigeria, it's called Sokoto State. In Sokoto State, anybody who had a degree will get a free wife. Yes, Allah. Even me, I was given, but I say, Alhamdulillah, shukran. I'm going back to Kenya. I don't need ugly women of Nigeria. They are beautiful ones there, You know what I'm talking about? Yes. When you go Kuposa, people say, una degree. Allahu Akbar. This will be a stable person. Mpeni. Hata msumbua mtoto wetu. Mtu aliyesoma mpaka pata degree, that must be a disciplined person. Lakini ukienda wewe maliza form 4 tu, inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. The chances of you taking your children to university will be very low. Hatukupi mtoto wetu umpati go. Mimi nampenda, hakuna mambo kupendana hapa. Ni mambo ya performance hapa. Kuna wazee wengine, they don't ask you for a lot of money, they ask you for the result slip of form 4. Yes, kuna wazee wengine, they're very particular. Because 23 chromosomes of the father, 23 chromosomes of the mother, 46 chromosomes makes the baby. If the father is full, stupid, idiot, what do you think will happen to the baby? It's dangerous, isn't it? So don't joke. What you do in school goes with you even after school. It does. It affects you out there. Mashallah. Wajua Nahida yuolewa. Ala, mashallah, mashallah. Yuolewa na pharmacist. Allah, mashallah, mashallah. Aulewa na nani? Si lile tutojinga linamaliza Ummul-Quraa lile patadi. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Yule abdi yule. No, not this abdi, not this one. Are you getting my point? How to work? I've seen it happening. Poleni bwana, hatuwezi kuwapa mtoto wetu. Sallu ala Muhammad. 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 Shetani ashindwe. Leo atashindwa, si ndio? We have to change our lives. And we change. When we change, everything will change. And everything will be great. But you have to change and be serious inside. This guy, this crazy guy, he says this, he said this. Success is not a destination, but the road that you are on. Being successful means that you are working hard and walking your walk every day. You can only live your dream by working hard towards it. That's living your dream. So dream big and you become big and becomes great. If you made a mistake yesterday, remember you're still a student. You can change today. Yesterday's history, it's gone. That one, don't allow it to interfere with your future. No, yesterday is yesterday. Remember, in the interest of time, nothing great ever achieved without enthusiasm. That's why you have to run around here. Time is not on your side. You have to be busy every time. You have to groove, you move, and the brain will groove. In the interest of time, the difference between a good student and a great one is that a good student is concerned more about the outcome, while the great one is interested about the process of learning, is enjoying school life. Even when we say there is midterm, say, no, we don't want to go midterm, we're staying here. Yeah, that's great student, isn't it? When it's come to closing school, we don't want to close the school. We're going to stay here, we want to study. How many of you can say that? Nah. Great student, enjoys learning. When you are in school, you are in paradise. It's not me who's saying that, it's Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Remember, if you are sincere, you will be successful. That's what Ali Radiallahu say that. You have to be sincere. Be honest with yourself. And do what is good with you. And be a disciplined person. Good students are not afraid of failure. They see it as a stepping stone to success. They don't give up. They don't get discouraged. They use failure as an experience to become better in their life. Remember, a good student is the one they learn every day. Alhamdulillah. That does every day. Advises every day. Man, you should be diamonds. And it was heated, changed from a stone to a diamond. And a great student, after being talked to, you advised, guided, you should be a diamond. Stop being a stone, man. Stop being stone. Stop being stones. Start being diamonds. Start shining. Start shining. Say, I'm going to shine. Very important. At the end of the day, remember, don't study to earn, study to learn. What you learn today is what will become tomorrow. Tomorrow is more important than yesterday. Remember, a good learner is always a good student, so be a good learner and you'll be a happy student every day. At the end of the day, Rabbi zidni ilman, that should be your continuous prayer. Can you say it? Again? Say it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, start. Oh my Lord, increase me in knowledge. That is Quran chapter 20 verse 114. Another one, Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'. These are prayers you need to say every day. Oh Allah, I ask you for knowledge that is beneficial, that will make me somebody important in my life. Knowledge is life, and a key word for that matter. A key word. akiwa. You hardly get sick when you're a knowledgeable person. You hardly get sick. Because the brain is always busy with learning. Therefore, the immune system in you is always very powerful. Very, very powerful. But if you are lazy and you don't want to learn, you always become sick. Yes, you know, some little observation. Those who are going to hospital every day, you discover are those who are not doing very well in class. They are always looking for excuse to go to the hospital because they're getting sick out of laziness. But if you are busy learning, even when you have a headache, it disappears. Again, remember, my dear boys, seeking knowledge, excellence of knowledge in Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Allah will raise up those who have iman, and those of you who have knowledge in ranks, and Allah is full aware of whatever you do. That's very, very important at the end of the day. Any questions? Any questions? Say today. 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 Today is a very day. Today. Today is a very special day. Dr. Mujahid has spoken to us. And we are now more than convinced. Go east, go west. We are the best. Go east, go west. Ummul-Quraa is the best. Go east, go west. I am the best. And I'm now making a confession. I am making a confession. I am making a confession. My mind is a lot. Is a lot. Is a lot. Busy thinking of my performance. And my heart. And my heart. And my heart is now stable. I have fallen in love with books. Oh yes, I love them. Oh yes, I love them. Oh yes, I love them. And my body. And my body. And my body. And my body. And my body is now energized. Highly motivated. Ready to work hard. So help me Allah. May Allah help you. Thank you so much and God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Allahumma salli wa sallim. Somebody to give a word of thanks and prayer. Are you good?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I think we are more than motivated. I take this opportunity to appreciate Dr. Mujahid, what has given us today. Actually, these are the words of wisdom. We need to stick our minds. We need to see where we are heading. We need to take the right destination in realizing who we are today so that we can realize where we can take ourselves to. One of the motivational speakers once said, that is Denzeli, he said, without commitment, you will never start. And without consistency, you will never finish. So we have to understand how learning is all about, how life is all about, so that we can reach where we want to reach. We can take a step to go where we want to be tomorrow. because you cannot become the person you are not interested in whatever you're doing. So we have to understand how life is all about if you want to reach the right destination tomorrow. According to history, you either make your own history or you make a bad history to yourself. So I think we are more than motivated today, and we have seen the light ahead of us in realizing today we are in high school, but tomorrow we shall find the better destination, so that we see on how we can change our behaviors, change our thinking, change our environment, change our life, change our perceptions, change where do we want to take ourselves to, change which kind of university do you want to step in. The moment you understand that, it becomes very simple for us to move on, because we have understood the reason why. I remember. If you don't remember, that means you are not grateful enough for yourself. And this always is being said by Dr. Mujahid. If you don't know the reason why, you have no right to live. If you don't know why you are in school, that means there is another destination you want to be. If you don't know why you are doing whatever you are doing as a person, it becomes very hard for us to prosper, very hard for us to see light ahead of us, very hard for us to see where we want to be tomorrow. So life is about preparation. Life is about manifestation of our greatness. Life is all about knowing why we are doing. So I think today is a great day, as Dr. Mujahid said. We have to be motivated, march, then you have to take a step. Because the moment you fail to take a step, it becomes very hard for us to see where we want to see. I do remember when we started this institution, it was hard for us to move. But because we had the intention of changing the perception of the Muslims, we had the perception of molding the minds of our great students, because we had the intention of taking our student to the right destination, it becomes very, very simple for us to move. I do remember one day we were serving the food under the tree when we were starting this institution. When we were starting this institution again, the structures were very few. But the moment you understand why you're doing what you're doing, the moment you understand where you're heading to, manifestation of the dreams, realizing the dreams, fulfilling the dreams, it becomes very simple because you understand the reason why. So we are taking this opportunity today to thank Allah Ta'ala for giving Dr. Mujahid time to be with us today, and we are really appreciating for giving us the words of wisdom. Thank you very much, Dr. Mujahid. And I do remember very well, Dr. Mujahid once said, if you refuse to drink from the fountain of knowledge, you always die thirst in the desert of ignorance. Thank you very much. Be blessed, and may Allah Ta'ala make all of us to become successful in the near future. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم رب زدنا علما نافعا اللهم رب زدنا علما نافعا اللهم رب زدنا علما نافعا ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
You go out in the system, eh? One after the other. Like that, eh? Sit down.